Hello everybody, welcome to Emily Hain Yoga. This is a quick 30-minute yoga sequence to help loosen up your spine, to just help loosen it up and to get energy flowing. It's a time to really deeply tune into your breathing. At the end, there's a pranayama that many of you are familiar with, where you inhale and exhale 6 times in 3 different ways. And you can keep the Shavasana going as long as you want. Also feel free to pause this video anytime you want and stay in a posture longer. I hope you're all well. I miss you and I send you greetings and love. Let's begin in crocodile. Rest face down on your mat. Separate your feet a comfortable distance apart and support your forehead on your forearms. Find a position that's comfortable for your shoulders, your arms, your neck, and your head. And let your forehead rest on the forearms. Gradually bring your attention to your breath. And without effort, without changing anything, just notice the texture of your breath as it moves in and out of your nostrils. Notice the continuity of your breath. At the top of the inhalation, the exhalation begins. At the bottom of the exhalation, no effort. The inhalation begins. Sense the length of your inhalation and the length of your exhalation. Listen to the sound of your breath. Notice the depth of the breath. By now, resting on the abdomen and focusing on these 5 qualities of breathing, your breath is becoming more refined, smoother, slower, and deeper. And now we're going to begin to transition into a position that's a variation of cobra pose. You bring the feet together, press the tops of the feet into the floor, draw the hands back by your chest, out by the shoulders. You want to take the hands off the mat, come up onto your fingertips. And as you inhale, keep the feet pressing down. Let the head, neck, and upper body lift. You're not pushing down into the fingertips. You're just experiencing a delicious stretch for the upper back and chest and arms. Inhaling, we're rising up. Exhaling, lowering down. Now pick the fingers off the floor and bring your forearms up alongside your head. You're in a goalpost position. And then on an exhalation, pick your feet up, extending the legs back. Feel the length of your spine. If you'd like to, you can reach the arms back alongside your body, really extending as you inhale and exhaling, taking the whole breath to lower down. Now bring your hands under your shoulders and push yourself up into table pose for a few rounds of the cat and cow stretches. Exhaling, round your spine up toward the sky. Inhale, let the spine drop down, lifting the tailbone. Exhale, the chin and tailbone come toward each other. Inhaling, they reach away from each other. Moving with your breath and enjoying the movement in your spine. Next time you come through table, and bring your left hand underneath your face while you sweep your right arm and hand up and out at shoulder height to the right side. And then exhale, bring the right arm underneath the left arm, threading the needle. Inhale, sweep it back and up. You can follow the hand with your gaze if you like. thread the needle. So the right arm, the right side of the head, the right shoulder come onto the floor, and then inhale, sweep it up, nicely rotating through the spine. On the fourth time, bring your head and shoulder down to the floor. Pick the left hand up and place the left fingertips off the mat, right in line with your face. Press into the fingertips and then draw the upper arm bone back toward the left side of the spine. You'll feel nice and snug. Then you can lift the left arm up and let it explore space. Feel all the amazing movement, the magical qualities of the touching hands and fingers moving through space and air. Notice the articulation of all the arm bones and joints. And if you want to, you can bend your left arm and bring the arm back behind you. This gives a greater stretch to the sides of the neck. Push down into the left hand, bring yourself back up to center. Pause for a moment here in table. And then we'll go to the other side. The right hand comes onto the mat beneath your face. Left arm sweeps up. Follow the hand with your gaze. That helps the neck and the rest of the spine stay coordinated. It also improves your concentration. Exhaling as you thread the needle, inhaling as the arm unthreads and lifts up. And the fourth time you bring the left arm underneath. Now you're going to rest on the left side of the head, left shoulder. The right hand's going to come out onto the floor on the fingertips. Press into the fingertips. Snuggle that right shoulder blade back into the spine and breathe. Not bringing in a bunch of tension into your face and neck, just really exploring how this stretch can get into spots in the neck, in the shoulders, in the chest. Bring the right arm up and let it wiggle around, internally, externally rotate the arm. Just articulating the bones and the fingers, wrists, elbows, and shoulder, and then bringing the hand back behind you, bending the right elbow and tucking the fingers in toward your hips. Inhale, right arm up. Exhale, right hand back to the mat. Bring yourself back into table pose. Pause, breathe, exhaling, rounding into cat, inhaling into cat pose. Now we're going to move through some cat and cows that are a little more dynamic. Inhaling, coming forward, exhaling, rounding into cat while the hips reach back toward the heels. Elbows come to the floor. Then you inhale, sweep yourself forward with the spine extended. Exhaling, rounding. And then add in some rolling. Circling the hips around, circling the shoulders around. And as you inhale and come forward, you're moving into that extended cow position. Switch directions, rolling the hips the other direction. As you go back, you want to tuck the tail in a cat position, even though you're kind of rolling it around. Just enjoy it. Let the head and neck come along for the ride. Enjoy the sensations of stretch, strength, and warmth. Tuck your toes underneath. Press into your hands. Come up into downward facing dog with your knees bent. Release your head. Breathe. Feeling the entire length of the spine. Pedal the heels slowly, bending one knee, then the opposites, pedaling the feet slowly at first, and then speeding it up. Just really getting a good stretch in the backs of the legs. Keep breathing. Come up on your tiptoes. Reach the tail up for one nice stretch there in downward dog. And then on an exhalation, pick your right foot up and bring the knee in toward your chest. Inhale, sweep the right leg back. Exhale, bring it in toward the chest, toward your right armpit. Exhaling, inhaling, sweeping it back. Exhale now, bring the right foot forward between your hands. in a lunge and lower your left knee down to the ground. Nice long spine. Feel your breathing even out. In a moment, on an exhalation, you're going to rock back on your left knee, bringing the hands with you, keeping the right toes pointing down toward the floor. Inhale, rock forward. Exhale, go back. Lubricating the hip joint and the knee. Getting a unique stretch for the top of the foot, the front of the leg, and the back of the leg. Hamstrings, glutes. Now lift the right toes up as you go back. Exhaling back, toes lifting. Inhaling forward. And then come back and just hold for a few moments, few breaths. Fingertips on the floor or hands on the floor, depending on your level of flexibility. Come forward now and bring your right hand up onto the top of your right thigh by your knee. As you exhale, turn the twist the upper spine. Take the right shoulder back. Gaze over the right shoulder just as much as it works for you. Exhaling, squeezing into the twist. Inhaling, reaching the arm up. Exhale, bring the right hand down to the inside of the right foot. And gently release the right knee out to the right side, coming onto the pinky toe edge of the right foot. Letting the hips drop down. Exhale, turn, stretching the side of the neck. Look over the right shoulder and the right knee. Inhale back to center. Exhale, gazing over the left shoulder. Let the hips be heavy. Inhale back to center. Bring your right hand to the outside of the right foot. Tuck your left toes under. Inhale, sweep the right leg back and up. Balance on your hands and your left foot. Reach the right foot up and then bend the right knee. Let the right heel drop toward the left hip. Really opening the right side of the body, the right side of the torso. Inhale, extend that right leg back and up. Opening, great stretch and twist for the ribs and the shoulders and the spine. Exhale, lower the right knee down and bring it in between your hands for pigeon pose. The left leg is extended back, the toes are on the floor. Lift the chest up. Exhaling, let the hips drop down. Focus on drawing your right hip back so you don't get too much movement in the pelvis. You want to try to keep the hips square rather than letting the right hip travel forward. Rest your head on your forearms or maybe on the floor as the arms stretch forward. Breathing, sinking. Hands come to the floor, walk them back in toward your body. Curl the left toes under, sweep the right leg back and up. Right foot comes to the floor, downward facing dog. Breathe and feel. Next, we'll take the left leg. Exhaling in, left knee. Inhaling, left leg back. Exhale, the knee in. Inhale, extend the left leg back. Do that 3 or 4 times. And then finally, step the left foot forward in between your hands. Lengthen through your right heel. And then bend the right knee. Take the right knee to the floor. Make sure to modify these poses to take care of yourself. So if you need an extra pad underneath the knee that's on the floor, get that. Maybe you'd prefer to have a block underneath your hands. So just getting long through the spine and breathing. And then we'll begin to rock back on the exhalation, keeping the left toes on the floor. moving the hands back if you need to, and then inhale, rock forward. Take your time, savor the sensations. And again, use the support that's helpful to you. Blankets, bolsters, blocks, pillows, pads, whatever makes this more comfortable and steady for you. Now lift the left toes as you rock back. Inhale, toes come down, just gliding in and out of a lunge, and eventually ending up in a semi-split pose. The left leg's extended, the toes are lifted. You want to let the hips drop down. Walk the hands back up as you inhale. And we'll move into this twist here from the lunge position. So the right hand's to the inside of the right foot, left hand's on top of the thigh. Exhale and twist. It's good to just take your time and notice what's happening in your spine, in the hips, in your neck, in your arms. You can inhale if you'd like, bring that left arm up, and then sweep it down to the inside of the left foot. Exhale, let the left knee drop out to the left, rolling onto the pinky toe side of the left foot. Inhale and exhale a few times as you relax into this awesome stretch. And then on an exhalation, turn the head and look to the left. Inhale, exhale, looking right. The spine getting a chance to move in so many directions in this sequence. Bring the left hand to the outside of the left foot. Inhale, sweep your left leg back, coming to a three-legged dog position. And then, once the leg's really extended, bend the left knee, drop the left foot toward the right hip. Extend through the left leg now. Space, even as you twist. Nice way to be upside down, creating more space in the spine. And then on an exhalation, draw the left knee underneath you and in between your hands as the right leg stretches back and the toes come to the floor. Again, you want to think of moving your left hip back and the right hip forward a bit so that the pelvis stays squared and stable. You can bring your forearms to the floor, your elbows to the floor and rest your head on your forearms, or you can extend your arms and rest your head on the floor. Whatever is best for your body. Rest and breathe. Surrender. Bring the hands now to the floor. Walk yourself back up. Curl the right toes under. Inhale. Sweep the left leg back and up. Bring the left toes down. Another nice dog stretch. I like to go in and out of plank pose a couple of times. Another nice dog stretch. And then a brief rest here in child's pose. Let the backs of the hands rest next to your feet. Forehead on the floor or on your stacked arms. Let your shoulders be heavy. We're going to transition onto our backs. Come onto the floor. And then separate your feet as wide apart as your mat. Bring your arms into goalpost position or the cactus arms. A comfortable position for your arms so they can be heavy and anchored while the legs windshield wiper back and forth. Inhale, knees up, exhale, drop them down. It's amazing, all these movements that the spine can do, flexing and extending, twisting, lateral movements. And then to experience, we're going to bend the left knee, the right foot resting on top of the left thigh. Reach your right arm through the legs, your left arm around the outside of the left leg. So we can experience the way our legs and our arms connect in with the spine. It's the movement and freedom of the spine that gives us so much stability and mobility. the left foot down to the ground and press into the left foot, lifting the hips up a little bit. Slide the hips off to the right, extend the left leg, and place the right foot on top of the left thigh. Exhale, drop the right knee over to the right. Reach to the left with the reach to the right with the right arm, and place your left hand on the right leg to deepen the twist. Come out of the twist, readjust the spine in center. Feel the edges of your mat to kind of help orient you. And then we'll do the second side. So place the left foot, left ankle on top of the right knee. Pick the right foot up. Thread your left arm through the legs and wrap the right arm around the outside of the right leg. Interlace the fingers on the shin or back behind the calf. Breathe. Let the body be heavy. Enjoy this stretch. And now release the right foot down, press into the right foot, and shift the hips to the left, just a few inches. Exhale, drop the left knee over to the right side. Place the right hand on the left leg and take your time, find where the left arm can rest comfortably. So it may hover over the floor, or you may be able to find a spot that feels just right in your shoulder to release the arm and rest it on the ground. Let your breath be slow and deep and even. As you come out of the twist, pause for a moment and savor the sensations all through the spine, all through the torso. And we'll prepare for bridge pose next. So line the heels up with the sit bones. Bring the arms down alongside you. Press into the feet. Inhale, lift up. And exhale and lower back down. Inhale here, exhale, and inhale. Press into the feet. Bring the spine up. Now, if it's within your practice to go into a full bridge pose, just rock the shoulder blades underneath your body and clasp your hands together down by the feet. Let the forehead rest away from the chest. Press strongly into the feet, especially the heels and the shoulders and upper arms. Soften your throat. Gaze toward the heart. And again, if it's in your practice, come on up into half shoulder stand, supporting the hips with your hands, the elbows, shoulders, and head on the floor. Soften the neck, soften the face, and the toes should be hovering just about over the eyes. Enjoying the stretch all through the back of the body. Now to come down, bend the knees. Use your hands as brakes as you slowly release back down. And then we'll come into Shavasana. So take the time that you need to get settled in. You want to make yourself as comfortable as possible. Arms extending alongside you, the feet a comfortable distance apart. Take the time you need to get into a nice, comfortable position. Feel your body resting on the floor, the backs of the heels, the buttocks, shoulders, and back of your head. Surrender the weight of your body. Let yourself rest. You might feel good to take in a full deep inhalation. Just let go. And then exhale with your mouth open. And now we'll begin the pranayama. Inhale slowly and deeply. Exhale a normal sized breath. Inhale slowly and deeply. Exhale normally. 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 Now inhale a normal breath and exhale slowly and deeply. Inhale normally. Exhale slowly and deeply. Inhale a normal breath. Exhale slowly and deeply. Inhale normally. Exhale slowly and deeply. Inhale normal. Exhale slowly and deeply. Inhale normally. Exhale slowly and deeply. Next, inhale slowly and deeply. Exhale slowly and deeply. 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 And now let go of the breath. Sense how still your body is. Feel that stillness in your mind as it flows effortlessly, joined with the breath.